The first thing we need to do is make sure our greyhound is focusing on us. Good boy. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to wait until he gives us focus, and then we're going to give him a reward. Good boy. When he does something we don't like so much, like jumps up, we're not going to tell him he's wrong, because we don't want to stop him from giving us behaviours in the future. We want him to be confident to offer behaviours. Good dog. And as you can see, Ted noticed when I was moving and then thought about it and decided to give me focus again. Good boy. Once the dog's giving you focus, the next thing we're going to do is get him to do what's called a hand touch. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. So when the dog does a hand touch, we want him to focus and put his nose on the palm of our hand. Teddy. Good boy. Well done. Yeah, good dog. Good boy. So you'll notice I don't have the treat in my hand when I'm asking him to do that behaviour. I have the treat in one hand and the other palm, and then I give him the treat. What a good boy. What a good boy. So he's not just focusing on the treat, he's focusing on me. And that's what I want. Yeah, good man. Good dog. So the next thing that we're going to ask him to do is a game called It's Your Choice. When we play It's Your Choice, we have some pieces of treat in our hands, like this. We offer our closed hand to the dog and he will try to get the treat. Teddy. Good boy. When he leaves my hand, I open it. When he tries to take the treat, I close my hand. When he leaves my open hand, I pick up the treat with the other hand and give it to him. And this is an exercise in the dog learning self-restraint. This is an exercise in the dog figuring out that the best way to get what he wants is not to dive in head first. It's to wait and think and maybe offer a behaviour, and then he will get what he needs. Yeah. Good boy. Good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Well done. The next thing we can teach our dog is we're going to teach him a little bit about position. So we want to teach him about heel position. And so we can move him into heel position against our left side like that. Good boy. Good boy. And we're just going to feed him in that position so that he realises that this is a really cool place to be. The other place we're going to teach him about being is front. So that's with his nose pointing at my belly button. Teddy. Good boy. Good boy. And we want him to be relatively straight onto us, because later on this position is going to be a sit. At the moment it's not. When he does something like that and jumps up and we don't like it very much, once again we don't tell him we don't like it, we just don't reward him. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's better. Good man. Good dog. Good dog. Well done. And we just do a few repetitions of every behaviour. We don't go on and on for hours. The treats that we use for our obedience training are chopped up dog roll, one of the hard dog rolls like possum or chunky. Today we were using possum. These are really nice to keep in your pocket, unlike the dog rolls that you get from the supermarket chiller. They are much better for your dog than the treats that you can buy in packets. They are really easy to break up once you're using them, and so yeah, and most dogs find them really, really palatable. So they're a really good choice, and most dog clubs that you may join will recommend those anyway to you as the best treats for dog training. When you bring your new greyhound home, you shouldn't rush straight into obedience training. If you start trying to teach him to sit on the first day, you're not going to get very far. You need to have a bond with your dog first, but you will from the very beginning start teaching him about weight, start teaching him how to get in and out of the car, start teaching him to walk nicely on the lead, because even though he probably has been taught how to do that, your relationship with him is still new. The trick training and things like we've just shown, you'd start about week 3 or 4. Depending how food motivated your greyhound is, you might start hand touch and things like that in week 1 or even week 2. Training for things like sit will probably wait until week 4, 5 or even 6. There are a lot of dog sports that you can get into with your greyhound once you've built up your training bond. You would start with your beginner class at your local dog club, and once you've gone on from there, there are lots and lots of things you can do. You can do Canine Good Citizen, which is a nationally recognised set of certificates that you can do. There's agility training where the dogs jump and go through tunnels and things like that, and provided your greyhound's not too large or too old, you should be able to do that. Many 4-year-old greyhounds excel at agility, so they don't have to be very, very young, but if they're 8 years old, that's probably too late to be starting agility. There's obedience training. You can do competition obedience, you can do rallyo, so there are lots and lots of different things that you and your dog can do together, which will reinforce your bond, and you'll have a great time and meet lots and lots of people and have an absolute ball.
Little darling, it's been a long, long racing season. Little darling, it's time to rest and find a home. Here comes the hounds, didn't you know? Here comes the hounds, and I say it's for life. Hounds for life. Hounds for life.